What's going on, Libra? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of August 24th through August 30th of 2020. Hi, nice to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. Well, we got the sun fully into your 12th house this week, locked and loaded Virgo season. So it is definitely about focusing on the unseen, focusing on the spiritual practices that bring you to a higher vibration, that lift you up. It can be slippery here. Honestly, if you feel like you're escaping, this can bring up escapism. This can bring up trying to get out of reality, trying to, step into things that don't serve you. But if you can take deep breaths and focus on the unseen things that do bring you peace and a harmony, well, it can be a really beautiful time as well. So I hope you enjoy this nice 12th house transit. It is definitely lighting up the unseen things in your life and trying to bring you, in my perspective and how I channel it, is it's really trying to bring you all the downloads you need to start a new cycle. So Mercury is also there. I think you're getting a lot of those downloads very fast, very quick, with the sun there illuminating it, and Mercury is going to start off the week making a trine to Uranus in your 8th house. So yeah, this is definitely bringing that deep emotional truth out so that you can work with it and, really. This is kind of a shadow work aspect, but it's a friendly aspect to where you put this work in and you're going to feel really good about what you did early in the week. And it's going to be, stepping into, doing things your own unique way and channeling in your own unique way and bringing that out into life that way. We do have a really nice portal. I call it a portal because it is a kite that's forming on Monday, and it's a very big transit. It's pointing towards Venus in your 10th house. So it's going to be with the moon in your 2nd house, making a trine to Venus in your 10th house, and then making a trine to Neptune in your 6th house. So this is definitely, it's like connecting, to go to your highest place, to go to what's truly going to make you feel like you're shining and being seen the way you want to, and that brings you love and value. And it's interesting too because, it's like Neptune in that 6th house in this aspect is like really trying to have you almost step away from anything that stresses you out and just go towards what truly does feel good and what feels right and what feels aligned with what you think is beauty. Venus, of course, is your ruling planet, so how can you use that Venus energy to really find the love and beauty in what you in your mission here on Earth? And of course, it's a kite because we have Venus in opposition to Neptune and Pluto in your 4th house. So there's a lot of 4th house stuff going on here, of course, as there has been all year, where you're really trying to dig in the roots and find that stability within yourself. And things are changing and shifting and, trying to really revamp this area of your life in a way, with Pluto there forever, in Capricorn. But it's not like we just always get Saturn and Jupiter there too, so it's amplified here with Jupiter. Anyways, Jupiter and Pluto are going to be opposition to Venus, and then there's going to be the moon in your 2nd house is sextile Venus and Pluto, and then Neptune is sextile Venus and Pluto as well, making this kite, and it's all pointing towards Venus. It's like the foundation that you have worked on. You need to trust in your values, the physical things that you've created, as well as the daily routines in your life that are going to take you to exactly where you want to go and just elevate you to that next level. So it's a big thing on Monday to just step into that true beauty that is going to find you, that wants to make you shine. And then the transits get really hard this week after that. I mean, I'll be completely honest, especially for cardinal signs. So not only that, but the moon's going to move into your 3rd house. It's going to make the 1st quarter square to the sun in your 12th house. So this could have you feeling like really like you need to get away from emotions that are blocking you from the environment you want. And it's going to feel like unforeseen things come up this week that try and shift you and make you really find the truth in your emotion, but it could feel really weird. It's a weird 1st quarter square for you. I'm not going to lie. And then also the moon in your 3rd house is going to square Neptune in your 6th house this week. So Again, it's like a lot of pressure on if you're emotionally comfortable in your environment. Have you been putting in that work in your fourth house to dig the roots in, so that your environment is set up the way that it truly makes sense, and that you're able to shift your emotions and pivot to ones that do feel good and ones that don't feel good, and ones that align with where you want to go and ones that don't align with where you want to go. And the square to Neptune's hard because it could feel like everything you're working towards, if it wasn't aligned with where your soul truly needs to go, was a waste of time. It was a waste of all the work you put in. So it's hard there. But if you're in your truth and you're going towards what really does bring you value, and you're in this environment that makes sense, honestly, this is going to shift you into just more of doing the work that is going to set you on the right path. So it can be a big week depending on where you're at in your life. It's definitely some heavy energy either way. No doubt about that. So then the moon's going to transit into Capricorn in your fourth house. So it's going to square, it's going to square your sun, your ascendant. It's going to be kind of hard there. It's with Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn. It's going to oppose Venus in your 10th. So man, emotionally, again, if you're not seeing the beauty in what you are working towards and where you do want to go and how you want to be seen, like, it's going to feel like you're having all the power just ripped from you emotionally, and that you're just stuck and chained and bind to a home life or something that just completely takes you away from where you truly want to go in life. And that can feel really difficult. And it's going to be squaring Mars at that same time. So emotionally, it is a very hard week with relationships. It's a hard week of just finding harmony in life. And if your home life and if your values don't align with your mission here on Earth, it's intense. I mean, I'll be honest, it's just an intense week in that aspect. So, take it as it is, in a way. The moon, again, in Capricorn will make a nice aspect to Neptune. It'll make a sextile to Neptune in your 6th house. It's like if you can just trust that the downloads you're getting are the ones that are right, and not, push those away. I mean, you can really take this to the next level here. I think the more you're spiritually connected and doing the things that do align with your truth right now, the better you are, and the more set up you are in your environment, the better you are. The moon's going to transit at the end of the week into Aquarius and square Uranus in your 8th house. So the moon will be in your 5th house. It's going to be trying to bring out that emotion of love and passion, fun. But if you're not living in your truth and you're hiding things from yourself and you're not dealing with the deeper things that need to be dealt with in your own unique way, it's going to be electric and not in a good way. But at the same time, it can be electric in the good way if you're doing things in your own unique way and dealing with what you have to deal with, and whatever it may come. It could be completely unseen with Uranus here in your 8th. It could be a shocker at the end of the week that shifts you into next week. Crazy transits from here on out, going to be completely honest. Cardinal signs have their work cut out for them, but it's to make us stronger. It's to grow us and to help us really build a structure of our life that does serve us and that does make sense and that we can find the beauty in. The King of Pentacles, yeah. If you're not in your emotional truth, you're never going to be able to manifest the true kingdom that you desire, and you're never going to be able to stand up and shine and get to that destiny that you deserve. So it's this big week of like really stepping into your sovereignty and to your power to be that king or that queen that you are, and to reach the highest place by not getting held back by not having the structure set up right and not having the environment set up right. And the more you can get the environment and the structure set up to reach your goals and to reach the pinnacle this week, it's going to make all the difference in the world, and you can really sit on that throne and get through this on top. It's not the end of the world. It's just pressure is trying to really force you into taking your destiny, your soul path, if you will. And sometimes when we don't listen to that, then it seems like the hardest week of our lives. So I love you very much, Libra. I'll see you next time. Take care.